Hi there, welcome back. So in the last movie, we have created and designed this amazing standard 10 size envelope based on US Postal Service. And this is really great. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Well, now in this movie, I'm about to show you the biggest envelope size in which you can post your letters. So just remember, you should not design any envelope size bigger than this one I'm going to show you in this movie until you have any specific reason to do that, right? So let me go to file here and let me go to new here, and here obviously I'm going to just give it a name of biggest envelope size design 15 inch and 12 inch. Well, there's a more envelope, like their size, like 9.5 inch wider and 12 inch taller, and in this case actually I'm making it 15 inch wider and 12 inch taller, and this is the biggest envelope size design in which you can place your letter and send to your client. This is gonna be biggest one. So I just want to remind you once again that please remember, then do not design any envelope size bigger than this one until you have a specific reason to do that. Okay, great. So here you can see actually I need number of artboard too, obviously front and back end, and this video is gonna be very quick because we already have done a lot of work here. So we can simply just go ahead and copy it and paste it over there, and I just wanted to show you because obviously practice make permanent, and you can see me by doing this, so this is really gonna be awesome. So obviously I need this width 15 inch and height is 12 inch, perfect. I need blade here 0.125 inch, great. But now here you can see actually this is actually in column here, and let's keep it column. That's really awesome. Cool. So now let's go ahead, hit OK, and there we go. This is actually our envelope artboard. Great. So now let me just go ahead and click this one first, artboard, Ctrl 0 to bring it front here, and let me just quickly create my safe zone area and my guide. So what I can do basically, I can just go ahead and grab this rectangle here and create here this rectangle here and transform, and you know that the width of this artboard is actually 15 inch wider and 12 inch taller. So I'm going to make it a 15 inch, so this is actually going to be 14.75 inch, I mean eighth of an inch here. And now this is actually, that this is actually 12 inch taller, so this is going to be 11.75 inch taller, right? Hit OK, there we go, and I can just go ahead, hit this one, center it, center, great. So now let's go. You can see there's a 2-stroke here, great. And now you can see here there's actually our safe zone area. I can just go ahead, Control C to copy it, get back to here, Control Shift V to paste it in front, and Control 5 to turn into guide. This one, Control 5 to turn into guide here. There we go, perfect. Let me just go ahead and create my grids. So for that, actually I need here 9. So blade to blade 1. Let me just make it small here. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, 9. Perfect, there we go. So I have it. I can just go and select all of it, and I'm just going to distribute horizontally in center here. There you go. I can just go ahead, get this first one and the last one. There we go. Just go ahead, copy this one, and I'm going to just paste it here. Control Shift V and Control 5 to just make our guide. Control 5 to make our guide. There we go. So our guide is ready here. That's great, cool. So now here you can see actually our guide is particularly ready. Now let's go ahead and design our big envelope. Well, we actually have all thing in place here, you can see here. So I can just go ahead simply and grab it from here and just place it here. So obviously I need here that 2 inch from each side to place my this particular stamp here. So I can just go ahead, copy from there, I can paste it here, and this is gonna be our 2 inch, so this is gonna be here. So I'm going to just make it a little bit big so you can see it very clearly here, and there we go. I'm going to place it here, great. And now what I'm going to basically here, I'm just going to grab this my lines here, Control C to copy it, I'm going to paste it here, right? And this is just an extra kind of lesson to just practice all those stuff what you have learned in the last movie. So just in now in different size here, so that's great. You can just make it a little bit big here, so it's really up to you. And let me just go ahead, and what I can do basically, let me just Control space bar and bring this guy front here. So there we go. Let me just bring it here. Let me just make this little even more awesome. There we go, and here we go. So yeah, I'm going to just bring it here, and I'm going to quickly just bring it some around here. There we go. This is perfect. If you want to make it even bigger, you can just go ahead and make this bigger here, or you can see I'm holding my Alt and Shift key. Actually now this is my nature. So let me just go ahead, Control Z, and I'm going to just expand it from here. So I just go ahead and hold my Shift key, and there we go, it's increasing. Great. So great, let me just make this this much bigger. So perfect, there we go. Cool. So that's fine here. Now what I can do, basically I can just get back to here, and now again the same thing is apply here. You can just go ahead, copy this one, and I'm going to just paste it here. There's actually we have this that width, so where I can replace our recipient address here. So I can just go ahead and make this a little bit big here to expand it. There we go. This is gonna be very quick, so there we go. I can just bring it a little bit below here. Great. So now here what I'm going to do, basically I'm going to just grab this here and create this rectangle here. So for that what I'm going to do, basically I'm going to just make it even little bit bigger here, because this is actually the biggest envelope design. So let me just bring it here. Let me just go ahead and first of all give it a color. So I'm just going to give it a color, this one. There we go. And let me just hide my guide. And first of all let me just bring this here and hide my guide, control semicolon, and see how it looks. So you can see this is actually pretty big here, isn't it? Yeah, that's big. But now I think this looks fine for me. Yeah, that's great. It's look really nice to me. Great. So now let me just bring my semicolon back here, control plus plus plus. So here we go. Let me just go ahead and grab here, right here, premium edition here, and I'll just go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. Obviously I'm going to bring it here. Here we go, and I'm going to just make this white. Perfect. Now what I can do, basically I just go ahead and increase tracking to be something like I think 800 will be fine, because if I just go beyond 800 it's gonna be a lot of tracking. I don't want that much tracking, but this is fine for me, I guess. Cool. So now you can see, now this is in center here. Now let me just bring it down here. Cool. Yeah, let me just bring a little bit more down here. There we go, in safe zone area. That's perfect. Control semicolon to hide my guide, and you can see this look fine for me. Cool. So now I can just go ahead and bring my this guide back by hitting my control and semicolon. And now what I can do, basically here I need to place here my barcode. So I can just go ahead, grab this barcode from here, control C and control V to bring it here. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger here this time, because now this is actually the bigger the envelope size here. So I can just go ahead and make this bigger, and there we go. This place is fine for me. Great. Perfect. I can just go ahead, grab my this address here. There we go. Control C, and I'm going to just paste it here. There we go. And I need it from here. You can see, because of, you can see there's actually my logo here. So I need it from here, but I'm going to make it even more bigger. So you can see, I told you that's my nature by holding my Alt and Shift key. Let me just go ahead, Control Z, and let me just hold on only my Shift key. So it's going to expand, in right side. There we go. And now I just go ahead, make it a little bit up here, and here I'm going to just make this font size bigger. So there we go. I think this is fine for me. Let's see how it's look. Yeah, that's look fine for me. Cool. So I can just go ahead, and even I'm going to bring it down. Let me just go ahead and first of all make this little small here, and I'm going to bring it down in this center of this one. Cool. So now let me just go ahead, hit control minus minus and control semicolon to hide my guides, and here you can see this is actually our bigger side of envelope. This is cool. So this is the biggest one, remember this one, right? So again we have all this in place, and even we actually have this particular logo. This is our recipient address, this is actually our barcode, this is actually our address, this is premium edition, that rectangle here. That's cool. Now what I need to do here is I need to create this flip here. So what I'm going to basically here, in the last movie here in this particular standard 10 size it was like only 1 inch. Now in this one it's gonna be 2 inch, or even make it 3 inch, I mean bigger, right? So let me just go ahead and create this one here. So this is gonna be like let me go to here transform here, and the width of is gonna be like the width of this particular envelope is 15 inch. So in this case I'm just going to make it like a 2.5 inch width. 2.5 inch fine for me. And now once again I go to transform here, and now that this is actually 12 inch taller here. So I'm just going to make it obviously 12 inch taller here. That's really nice here. and I'm going to grab it here. There we go. Perfect. Well, now let's go ahead and bring this distortion here. So there we go. I can just go ahead, easily click this one, and now I can simply just go ahead and make this much bigger. See how it looks. So I can just go ahead, click outside, see how it looks. So there we go. This looks fine. Cool. And even if you want to design triangle, you can do that. So let me show you. If I just go ahead and let me just bring it here, and if you want to just create a triangle here, you can easily do that. That's really gonna be so easy. So let me show you how to do that. So you can just go ahead, grab this pen tool here, and you can just click this one here. And in this case, what you can do basically, let me just bring that grid of this Illustrator. So I hit Control and then double inverted comma, you can say here. See, now it's actually about that guide here. What you can do basically, I can click here, and now I need to click somewhere which is actually common here. So you can just go ahead, click here, and you can click here. There we go. And now I can just go ahead once again, click here. So it's actually perfect rectangle here. And now this could be your rectangle version of your this envelope here. Let me first hide this grid here. So control double inverted comma, or simply just press which is actually just left of your semicolon. So that's it. So you can see here, this is actually gonna be your that triangle version of that opening cover. So you can do this one, or you can do simply this one. It's really up to you what you're actually going to do. It's really up to you, right? So that is really great. So yeah, so let me just go ahead and get this one. I need this one, so I'm going to place it here, and let me just bring it some around here. There we go. Perfect. Actually I need a little bit down here. So this is actually our front side design. It's actually ready here. Great. And actually I need that particular logo which I placed it here. See, because of this is actually outside of this one, so I need that. So I can just go ahead, let me just click this one, copy, and I'm going to bring it here, and I'm going to me just make it a little bit big here. And now what I can do basically, I can just go ahead and I just paste it here. There we go. But let me just go ahead and again distort it too, so it's gonna look like same here. So little bit, not much, little bit, right? I think that's gonna be great. So let's see how's look. Yeah, now you can see this is actually a little bit distorted here, so it's look really nice here. That's great. Cool. And if you want some kind of awesome outer glow, inner glow, you can just go ahead, hit effect here, stylize, and you can add here some kind of outer glow here. So that's gonna look really nice here. So I can just do that. Do you see? This is actually complete black here. Let me just make this a little bit white here, and let's bring this opacity down, down a little bit. So you can see here, this is actually too big here. Let me just actually make this even more lesser, 20%. See how it's look. Now it's great. Hit this one, and now you can see that outer glow here, and it's actually kind of showing you that that illusion of that this is actually opening. That's great. So this is the front side of your particular envelope. Now let's go ahead and design the back side one, and now you know that back side is gonna be same. So yeah, you can just go ahead and design it. Let me just go to here quickly, and let's do this, right? So what I'm going to do basically here, I'm just going to obviously I'm going to grab this here, and I'm going to just paste it here, right? And I'm just going to increase this size. So there we go, and I'm going to place it some around here, and I'm going very quick, so forgive me because actually I have did it a lot of time, and even in the last movie. So now you know that if I just go slow here, it's actually going to be even lengthier video. So that's why I'm just going very quickly here, and now I know that you're actually getting right what I'm doing here. So yeah, that's it. So here we go. This is actually applied here. I need obviously this rectangle here, so copy, and I'm going to click here, Control Shift V to paste in front here. There we go. If I hit Control semicolon to hide my guide, you can see there we go. Perfect. Great. And now what I'm thinking that actually we have that particular our tagline that learn, understand, practice, and get hired. So we actually have enough room to place it here. What do you think? Well, we can place it here. That's really gonna be look really nice. Let's do that. Let me just go ahead and place here learn, understand, practice, and get hired. yeah, let me just go ahead and see how it looks. So you can see actually there's a lot of tracking here. I don't want that much tracking here, so I can just get back to character here. Let's increase tracking to be 50 here. And now let me just go ahead, instead of Merit Pro, I'm going to make it this Arial here. So Arial regular, and let me just increase this size to be like this much big. And now you can see here, that's cool, but okay, fine. What I can do basically, let me just go ahead and instead of this Arial here, let me just make this Sage script. And Sage script here, there we go, perfect, there we go. Learn, understand, practice, and get hard. Cool. So this is really look nice. Cool. So what I can do basically here, I can just go ahead and what I'm going to do basically, let me just go ahead and make this color here, and now you can see how it's look. Yeah, fine, cool. Let me just hide my guide first of all, and we actually center it later. But now let me just hit Control 0, so it's going to bring it here. And I don't want my this signature here. Let me just bring it here. Cool. Yeah, that's look fine here. And I need to just bring it a little bit down here. Yeah. Let me just make this small here. So this is too big here. So this is gonna be like little small here. And perfect. And let me just bring it a little bit up here, and let me just also make it a little bit small here. So because now this is not that much important. The important is this guy is cool, right? Great. So now I think this looks fine for me. Great. So now let me just bring my guide back, and now let's center it. So this is not in center, so I'm going to make it in center here. See, this is now in center, this is also now in center. Here we go, perfect. And now this is, you can see this is actually in center, so perfect. This is actually fine here. This is now great, and there we go, this is perfect. So now Control minus minus to just zoom out here, and that is cool. So now this is looks really nice here. Let me just go ahead and Control 0, and now what I'm going to do basically here, I'm just going to get back to here. So now let's go ahead and create this folding part here. So for that, what I'm going to do basically, I'm just going to grab this rectangle here and create a simple here, right? There we go, and go to transform here, and I'm going to make it like 2 inch. And now I'm just going to make this obviously 12 inch taller here. Great. And now actually you can see here, actually I have also just changed it to be 2 inch, because 2.5 inch is a little bit wider, right? 2 inch is great. So 2 inch. So now there we go. So now what I'm going to do basically, I'm just go ahead and going to bring it here, and let me just place it a little bit up here. There we go, perfect. And here's the one thing that what I want here, let me just go ahead and create that triangle here. So it's actually going to look that this is the part of that envelope. So I'm going to create that triangle here, so it's going to show that this is actually the back side of that envelope. So yeah, that is really going to be awesome. But if I do that, here's going to be a problem. Let me show you. This is not going to be in center here. So what I can do basically here, let me just go ahead and make it small here. For now, actually not that much small. Just small, and place it some around here. And I'm going to just again design it later and place it here. So let's go ahead first design this one, and then we actually do that. So what I'm going to do basically here, I'm just going to create another one here. Hold my Alt key, and I'm going to create a copy of it one. So I just go ahead, hold my Alt key, so you're going to create copy, and then Shift key to you're going to place it in very straightforward direction. You can see I stick to this one. There we go, perfect. And now what I'm going to do basically here, I'm just going to just transform it to make it triangle here, and this is really easy via this transform function here. See, this perspective is short here, and here I just go ahead, click this one, and I'm going to just make it like this until it's actually become triangle here. So see, triangle, there we go, triangle, right? Perfect. So now this become triangle here, and that's really nice. Now what I can do basically, I can just get back to here, and I can just apply here this white, but I think I don't need white here. I just go ahead apply this one. So this is little bit like this color, but again the color of this is not important here, because now this is gonna be like part of illusion. You're just going to show the illusion, because this now show is actually inside part of that envelope, right? So remember this one, this is really important. Great. So now let me just go ahead and let me just make little bit around corner here. So I can go to I can go to shape here, and let me just 0.12, 0.12. That's gonna fine. See, yeah, perfect, great. Now it's look like that we are actually opening that envelope here. Great. So now let me just go ahead and align it. So bring my control semicolon this guide back, and I'm going to just bring it up here, some around here. Let me just actually bring it here up or you can simply just go ahead and what you can do, basically you can just bring this up here and then bring this down. But it's really fine, just make up your mind and then do that. It's really up to you, but actually I'm going to follow this one what I actually did here, right? Great. So now let me just go ahead and hit control semicolon to hide my guide, and you can see this is actually our back part of our envelope. So let me just hit control minus minus to go back here, and you can see here that's great. So now this is actually front side of that big envelope, this is the back side of this big envelope. I think this is really great. Cool. So yeah, that is really fine here. But again, just remember that if you're creating the bigger envelope, then just don't go beyond this size, because there's a lot of commercial printer or digital press printer who actually support maximum of this size envelope. So I just showed you here in this particular movie. So this is the maximum size, but of course if you have a specific need, then you can do whatever you want. It's really up to you, but this is what I actually recommend here. So now you can see how to design this particular big size of envelope. Awesome. So now I hope you liked it, and obviously you learned something from here. So thank you so much, and see you in the next movie.